Well, it's a question to do with the intellect and to do with the heart. In what I would call many so-called spiritual communities, or otherwise people who have, let's stay with the spiritual community, they will say, come from the heart, because that is the strongest field. And in attempting to teach some of these teachings that come from the Keshe Foundation and from your knowledge and from the greater collective knowledge about the location of the soul within the brain, these people who have learned a slightly different understanding have very great difficulty with the idea that the intellect and the soul in the brain could be more powerful, or could be perhaps that the soul could be within the structure of the brain. This is very difficult for them. And they say, no, 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 come from the heart, forget what is in the brain. Can you speak to this and perhaps expand some knowledge in this area?
In what form?
Perhaps I want to know in which regard, how are the fields of the heart perceived to be so strong? Is it that it is the manifestation of two other fields, that the fields within the brain and the fields within the body, the soul of the man and the soul of the physicality, create the structure?
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. One is tuning to the other and vice versa. This is what your cell says and said, my heart says don't do, because you receive the message through the soul. It's a translator, interpreter of the message. Understanding of the totality is the part where we say, my heart says don't do, and where did the heart get the message from? Partially from its own interaction with the fields on the matter state, and partially from the soul. Soul of the man never sleeps. The sun never stops shining. It's the man who is on the facing of the sun side of the earth, or on the back of it. It's then we receive the light of it in different strengths. It's the same with the soul of physicality. Very strange. Maybe in the future mankind will understand. I'm not a very good drawer. The soul of the man shines in all dimensions and directions. What happened when the sun shines on the left of your heart or the right of your heart? Would the position of the heart in respect to soul creates different fields interactions of different strength, that it creates different emotion within the man? Which part of the heart will receive air from the lungs first, of the highest order, and takes back from the other? The field interaction with the soul and the conversion of the fields at the heart, that's why we feel the emotion. We feel my heart doesn't work, because the sun sits above in the center of the brain. And now you have this rocking chair of heartbeat of the man. in different positions continuously. Then you understand why man has a mixed motion and emotion. The sun, the soul, does not stop shining. It's the position of the heart which receives it. And then how you react. The blood flow is sporadic in the body of the man, in the circulation. It condenses in this area. So it has more possibility of interactions. As it gives, it receives. It's not a one-way traffic that we only receive. Where emotion goes there, it feeds the soul, and the soul communicates with other souls. That's how your balance of your doing comes. And we see how things turn out. And we see how we feel the fields due to what we call, you got to understand something very simple. This goes back again to what I call science of physicality. You have the heart of the man. You have a blood circulation, which we call the dark blood, the oxygenated, and we have a blood which is oxygenated. Now we understand the blood of the man is a gans. Brings not only the blood, but with it brings the emotion of what the physicality has done. And every blood, when it comes into the heart of the man, like the way we have the liver, which we store from the blood surplus, the soul of the man has the same liver, memory bank of whatever has been brought from the physical emotion. Then you have the source of life or the environment, and this comes with a different strength. We look at the physical condition in how much blood it goes. In the new knowledge, we look at how much fields it brings in and how much fields come with this one. The interaction of the fields between the two creates a new dimension, what we call the soul of physicality. And this, in turn, interacts in the mixture of fields with the soul of the man. The same as it gives, it takes. Exchange of information in the central bank. Or most of it. Because the rest of it, through the same blood flow, will go around the brain, the skull, and comes back. And it's very much what we never understood. Where does the gravity starts and where does magnetic fields finishes? And this is, if you understand this, then you can do a lot in the future technology of understanding knowledge of creation to decide on the condition of the physicality of the man. These two have to work in unison to keep the soul and the physicality in all dimensions as a field, where the physicality is manifestation in interaction with the field of environment. Then, now you tell me, why do I feel that emotion in my heart? It's where the sun shines, interacts with totality of the field. Where here it collects in this circulation around the brain information only about physical interaction with the essence of the physical soul of the man in the heart. Now you understand. Then, if you understood this, Earth, Moon, Jupiter, planet Zeus, another galaxy, is how we allow this field interact with the field of the soul to lead to the, if decided, to creation of the dynamic physicality of the being. It's as simple as that. You convert this into the knowledge where the sun is the soul of the creator of the man. And then you have the soul of the man. It's the same. Then you understand the, what I call the soul of physicality. Then you see how the soul of the man, soul of physicality, connects through the soul of the creator. It's so simple. Next time when you feel in your heart, see if you can feel the emotion of the soul. And then that emotion of the soul, if you can feel it, then you decide, is it with the interaction of the soul of creator? Then you become aware of the knowledge of the universe, the creation.